1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, and welcome back to It's Not a Sport After Dark, a short show where we talk about all things gaming within the industry and how games are designed and made, in hopes of educating our viewers and making them better gamers overall. After Dark is a new series that I'm going to be starting of It's Not a Sport, where instead of we do long 30-minute episodes, these are just going to be really short 10-minute spiels of something that I feel like I want to talk about. With further ado, we're going to get into this week's topic, or this episode's topic, which is my most anticipated games for 2022. Now, as we all know, us being gamers, 2021 was very slow due to the pandemic crunches of 2020, so we were really hoping to see a lot of big games coming out this week. And here are my most anticipated games in order. Starting at number 5, we have Horizon Forbidden West, which is the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn that came out in, I believe, 2017. It is a game about you're in kind of a prehistoric time in the future and you're surviving against giant robotic dinosaurs, and this is that game. This was one of my favorite games on PS4's life cycle when it came out. It was very creative, very well done. One of the few games out here in modern days that's storytelling and has a female protagonist, and I can't wait to see what type of changes and design philosophies they've made moving forward with this game, and what type of cool new cybernetic dinosaurs also come out of it. This game comes out very, very soon, and I believe February, early in February, yes. Next up on the list is Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. So if you're like me and you grew up with the GameCube back in the early 2000s and you're a huge Star Wars fan, these are some of the funnest games ever created. Lego Star Wars is so much fun. It's funny, it's enjoyable, it's memed all the time. Search just Lego Yoda death sounds or R2 death sounds. And now we are finally getting the complete saga. So this time we get the prequels, the original trilogy, and the sequels all in one Lego game, and you get to play through it, update it on new consoles and generations for the Nintendo Switch. So this is looking really cool. It's a lot of fun. You have people to play with, and it's a really good co-op game, and I can't wait to see what they have in store after all these delays. This game should be coming out also relatively soon, earlier in this year. Next up, we have God of War Ragnarok. This was one of the best-selling games on PS4 during its life cycle, and God of War 5 originally just came out for the PC. So if you haven't played it already, I highly recommend you give it a try on the PC with those great, beautiful graphics of a PC. But here we go, the next installment of God of War after they did the reboot. Kratos is back with his son Artorias, and they're going through Ragnarok, which in Norse mythology is, an end of world event where the world freezes over and all the gods die. This game has great storytelling, some of the best camera work in game design, where their goal was to have a full cinematic experience, and now it's finally back, coming out sometime this year. We do not have an announced date for it yet, but we should get it this year for the PS5, and I can't wait to play it. Second on our list is Breath of the Wilds 2, the sequel to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which launched on Nintendo Switch in 2017. This game redid a lot of things in open world. It was beautiful, it was fantastic, it just let the player do what they want it to do. I have tons of episodes talking about it already, and I can't wait for this game to launch on the Nintendo Switch, hopefully sometime this year or next year, but hopefully this year. Breath of the Wild is one of probably the best games ever made of all time. It really changed up a lot of the formulas on how open world games are designed. It's good for not just kids but for adults as well, and really brought up Zelda from that childhood series into more young adult and grew with its audience on. This game is absolutely beautiful. It's a lot of fun for open world game, and I can't wait for it to drop hopefully this year. And finally, but not least, the game that's been making tons and tons of noise recently is From Software's newest game, The Elden Ring, especially since the author of Berserk, and as we know, From Software games take a lot of inspiration from the manga Berserk. This game looks incredible. It is its first open world Dark Souls game. It is coming off what won Game of the Year in 2019, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and this game has a lot of hype behind it. It is beautiful. The bosses look really good. The story is, of course, morbid and interesting. The world is really beautiful with the trees and how it's designed. And it being the first Souls like open world game where you can run around with a horse has a lot of players jumping for joy because this is what they want. Miyazaki, the game designer who actually made this game, even went on to saying that he won't play this game because this game is probably his most anticipated and best game that he made. And that is why it has the #1 spot on most anticipated games for 2022. Anyway, with further ado, that's going to be the show. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us all on social media where you get some posts, everything like that, all that jazz and news. Let me hear what you think. I would love to hear what you think in the comments about these games and what is your most anticipated list of 2022 for games. Anyway, thank you. This is your host, Salty Waffles, signing off, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful time.